Hello and welcome. This is Mouse Gunner, and we're back with some more Project Highrise. And I'm getting closer and closer to getting the 50 residents and the 16 one-bedroom apartments that I need to fulfill my contracts. And I guess it's time to start building up some more. How are the loans going? So this one's paid off. This one's almost paid off, and we just took this one here, so it's going to be a little while before that one's paid off. But it was necessary to continue. Now, I don't remember where the state of things are as far as cable were good. Phones were starting to run a little bit low. Water, I think I just upgraded, so we're good there. And electricity were more than fine. So phones is mostly the issue. So let's go ahead and build up another floor. I might as well put the staircase in so that we don't have any issues with that right off the bat. Always miss the first click. I don't know if that's just the way that the... Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Kind of realized that would always be a possibility. It's not the end of the world, though. As a matter of fact, I might just build up the next floor, too. Whether or not I'll have enough money for that, we'll have to see. I'll have to be a little bit more careful next time I'm building. Alright. And I guess we might as well put another stair here so people can get up. And then we need elevators. Maybe I should have waited to see what my buzz could have gotten me, but I have a feeling it would have cost quite a lot. Yeah, we're now up to a lot of buzz before anything like that happens. And I'm going to save for the floor above, as much as I could put elevators and things up there. I also need utility as well. And then I'll go ahead and do the next one-bedroom apartment. And we'll just continue with the apartment plan for now. I'm not sure yet what I'm going to use for this space over here, but not anything we need to worry about at the moment. Okay, so now it's time for apartments. So, again, one-bedroom apartment here. We're going to make it a deluxe one, so we need electricity, cable, and water. Go ahead and get those utilities hooked up. And we know we're going to do... overdid the electricity there. Got a little carried away. But we know we're going to need these lines anyway. And then water. And money's running a little short here, so we're just going to have to focus on the one apartment for now. I might be able to eke out enough water to do that, so that I can put the small two-bedroom apartment right in there. And then, of course, I also need the trash and recycling, which I failed to have enough money to do. Hopefully we can get that in before they're too worried about it. I guess we might as well. We don't have the build cost to set up the apartment anyway. Okay, well, we're just going to have to be patient and wait. A tenant isn't even arrived yet, so at the moment the trash service is not being there. Is it going to be a big deal? And the day is almost over anyway. All right, let me take a look at what I can do with the influence while we wait. So, exclusive elevators, I'm not really particularly worried about. Height limits, I'm not particularly worried about. So I think I'm going to go with art dealer here for the meantime. And we're looking at 42 of 50 there and 12 of 16 apartments done. Okay, we don't have a lot of cash from that. Probably the loan's not helping with that, having to repay it. But let me go ahead and get the trash and recycling in here. So we need trash there, recycling there. And then we can also do the 2-bedroom apartment here. And also set up another small 2-bedroom apartment here. And if there is a small 2-bedroom apartment contract, it will be fairly easy, I think, for me to accomplish because we're already building quite a few of those. Let's go ahead and also set that up. And I'm going to need utilities, which I didn't yet get. I think it was mostly just the water that I ran short of money. So we'll do that across. There we go. All right. And then I just think we remain patient for the meantime. We've got a tenant in. Well, I guess I can build some of this stuff. So we'll go. I might have renovations to do, though, as we can see. I think I have been kind of failing to do that, too. But I already built the floor, so I'll go ahead and do some of these expenses now. And then water. Oh. There. Okay. And I guess we could set up the trash services so I don't forget. So we've got trash here and recycling here. All right, let me take a look at what we need to do as far as renovating. All right, costs are pretty high for the offices. I could do a couple retail renovations, though, with what money I have, so I'll go ahead and do that. And then while we wait for the day to be over, I do have some spots here that I can decorate, so why don't I go ahead and do that? So why don't I, for these upper floors, try doing some things with glass. So let's see what this looks like. So we've got a couple of different choices. Let's try this 2-pane choice. Okay, that looks interesting. Let's see what these look like. Okay, so just more full glass. You know what? I don't know if I like that necessarily. Let me just do some normal wallpaper there. And then we'll do some of this here. There we go. I'm not sure what I'm going to use this space for yet. And okay, a bit more cash. I just got an achievement 28 days later, so it must be 28 days. All right. Let's see. What would we want? Maybe lighting in the area near the what would be nice for this particular area? I'm going to do this. That looks kind of nice. All right. I guess we might as well build the next floor. So I'm going to go ahead and... Ooh, I got something new here. I can do an art dealer. Well, Grant, you're building... Oh, okay. So I have to have the art dealer built in. What kind of size is that? So that's the same size as a medium office. How much does that cost? $2,000? I'm not really worried about that right now. But the art dealer is the thing that I unlocked, and that's going to allow me to get more art. I'm not prepared to do that right at the moment. But go ahead and get the apartment. So we need a 1-bedroom apartment here. And the small 2-bedroom apartments here and here. And then we just need utilities to hook all that up. But first we're going to do deluxe 1-bedroom apartment, 2-bedroom apartment, and 2-bedroom apartment. Now, was it phone lines that were running a little bit short? It looks like we're going to be fine, though, because... Okay, these guys probably want renovation. So I'm going to go ahead and renovate that so that they don't get too upset with me. And then we're going to go ahead and do the utilities that we need. So we need electricity. Wish you could draw from one end, but I get why they don't do it that way. And then we need TV services. That way. And that way. And then finally, we're going to do the water. These apartments should be good. And I'm going to have to keep an eye on my tenants. Just make sure that we're not having too many that are upset with me right now. Renovations are kind of, I think, the problem at the moment. And I'm going to have to jump on ones that are getting upset. But I did just get one of my contracts, so that should help. And it looks like these guys are not going to be happy again. So that's good. All right. Let's take a look at more contracts here. So we've got People Magnet, population of 250. We're getting there, but that's going to probably take a little while. More commuters, 150 office workers. We're not even working on that, so I don't think so. More residents. We need 100 residents. I'm going to have to look at that to see where we are at. But we are expanding there. Luxury apartments, not something I'm worried about right now. Restaurant revolution, not worried about. And then more retail, not worried about. Okay, so let me take a look at the people here. All right, so apartments we have 50 and we have offices 51. So technically offices outweigh apartments right now. So if I were to take a contract and I did more residents, we're only halfway there. So not sure what contract to take. But I think I'm going to take that one. Well, actually, you know what? People Magnet is a little bit more all-encompassing. And if I get this close to 100, I mean, I'm pretty much completing this before that. So why don't we go ahead and take the 250 population here. We'll sign this contract. It gives me the same amount of money. Now, I do get prestige for completing it, but the money up front is always nice. Okay, now, renovations. We're going to need to do. So I can't afford to renovate all my tenants, so I'm just going to have to do this incrementally. So for now, I'm just going to renovate the restaurants. And then we're going to worry about the offices as time goes by. If I see somebody get upset, I'll just jump on that. But for now, I think we're pretty much good. I'm not going to expand anymore, though, because of the renovation costs. And anyway, I did just get a couple apartments here. Granted, I am only a few away from getting what I need. So it's tempting. It's very tempting to do this. And currently, I now have 55 apartment residents because, as a matter of fact, that might have gone up. Yeah, 55. Because we just had people move into these two apartments. You know what I'll do? I'll do a little bit of small building, but I'll try and keep my costs a little bit on the low side. So I'm just going to start building over here. And I'll try and keep a couple thousand in the bank. So just some nice slow building until we get the next day's bit of cash. All right, that's going to be it for now. We've got 2,000 in the bank in case any renovations need to be done to anything. Matter of fact, I could probably jump on some of these just to keep costs lower. But while these loans are still being paid off, I'm just going to have to be a little bit cautious. We've got about 4 days left, though, to repay the one loan, so that's not going to be too bad. Definitely racking up the influence here. And we have enough to do something with, so again, I'm not really ready for these exclusive elevators, so I don't really feel the need to do that. Height limit is not anywhere near where we need that yet. Although plaza decoration might be something we need. And then we have medium artworks, art galleries, and large artworks. You know what? I'm going to go ahead and do the height limits and then maybe go with the plaza decoration. Yeah, we'll go with height limits. All But I think the game plan we're just going to keep progressing with. At this point, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 two-bedroom apartments, and we're at 13 for the one-bedroom apartments. And we only have a few more floors to go. All right, so there's our bit of cash. Let's go ahead and continue to build up. I don't see... Oh, I do see somebody unsatisfied here. But I just renovated them, so they shouldn't need anything. It doesn't look like it's going up or down, so I'm not really sure what they're upset about. And that's, again, something that could be maybe better explained in the game. What is this tenant upset about? I mean, I can't help them if I don't know. But in any case, I am going to go ahead and go to the maintenance office here. And I should have enough cash to just do all the renovations I need to do. We'll take care of that now. And then we'll work with what cash I have, so I don't have to worry about it. So let's continue to have time progress here, and we'll just go across and do the rest of this floor. We should have enough money to do that. I'm just going to be careful here so I don't accidentally draw on the wrong space. And then I'm going to go ahead and put in my elevators, and that's pretty much going to be that, except for maybe the wiring closet and the water line. And then we're going to have to be patient and wait until the next day. Okay, so whatever they were upset about is gone now. Our maintenance crew is going in and working on everything. So we'll be good for the meantime. Things will get run down progressively, so it's not going to be something that is a permanent fix, obviously. I guess I might as well wire some things that we know we're going to need anyway. We got our electricity going there. Electricity going over here. Cable television. And that's pretty much that for that. The offices are being taken care of. Right there, we see one of the maintenance workers working on it. I don't know about you, but I don't know if I'd want my teeth cleaned in a place that looked like that. I do like that the dentist office does look different than the other medical offices. That's nice. It's not something I was really expecting. I kind of wonder, the different art places probably look slightly different too. Ooh, one of the elevators broke down, but at this point we've got 3 elevators. Oh, wow, that one's broken down too. Guess I might as well do a little bit of decoration here. This is something that obviously needs improved, but with the mod support that this game will have, probably be good. What is the current revenue looking like? We're 20,000 a day. Now, as far as I can tell, there's no contracts for that anymore, getting your income up. Now, while I'm thinking about it, I'm going to go ahead and do the trash services now, so that we're not in a bad spot. Now, I don't know how well the trash is doing. Right now, it's saying 50% filled, 65% filled. But daily collection is at 10, so I don't know what time it is right now. Okay, so in about 10 hours, that will be picked up. So we might be getting to a point where that capacity is reaching. I also have to remind myself that I want the metro station. I kind of forgot about that. All right, well, maybe in the next bit of income we'll do that. But first, we've got the one-bedroom apartment. We should be partially hooked up with utilities and things. So electricity, cable television, not quite there. But I guess my drive to continue to expand my building has kind of been distracting me. Okay. So that should be all good. Now we can get a deluxe one-bedroom apartment. And then we also need the 2-bedroom apartment, so one there and one there. And then we've got 2-bedroom apartment and 2-bedroom apartment. Okay. So now we're should be one away there. I'm getting closer, people management wise. And then probably going to build a metro station with the next bit of cash that I get. I do have to pay attention to what services that needs. I would assume just electricity, but you never know. And currently, with the way our cash is flowing in, it looks like we get about 5,000 a day, which will be more than enough to build a metro station. Which will make some of these areas a little bit more high traffic, maybe. Out of curiosity, it does look like we've got enough prestige to get large offices now. Let's take a look at how big those are. So we could fit one in on top of here if we needed it. I would imagine the demands of a large office would be quite high. And that's about the same size as, maybe slightly smaller than a large 2-bedroom apartment. All right, well, getting close to the end of the day. I'm going to go ahead and put a set of stairs in here. And then maybe start building the next floor up. We need 2 more floors before the 1-bedroom apartment thing becomes a reality. But before I do that, I said I wanted to do the metro thing. We're definitely going to do that. So, transit, metro station. As far as I can tell, we don't need to connect it to anything, but it must be below ground. Needs salt and upgrade public transport. We have that. Population must be 100. And we don't have a metro station already. So it's going to stick right by our elevator. Right there. And now, what we got here? Let me know about something, but I don't think I can do any of this stuff until I build or I have enough cash, maybe. All right. Well, that's built in. I'm going to go ahead and build up a floor. I do kind of want to see this thing in action, though. We've got somebody in there working, which did raise up population, probably. All right. Okay, that's built in. I want to see people coming in and out of the metro station. Right now, it's pretty early in the morning. It looks like they're still all coming through the bus route, which is kind of a bummer, but... Oh, there we go. First group of people through there. All right, maintenance offices. We've got a bunch of things to renovate again. Jeez. Maybe the renovations happen a little too frequently, in my opinion, but it is what it is. We'll save up and we'll throw a few thousand into that in the next day. But while we wait, we might as well get some elevators put in here. 1 and 2. And then the utility closets. So we've got wiring and pipes. All right. Looks like I'm starting to be able to do stuff with this, but you know what? I think I like to save for the it's a steel because this is very valuable. It allows you to build up your floors at lesser cost, and that's especially meaningful the higher and higher up you go. So I'm going to have to keep an eye on the tenants, though, in case any of them get upset about needing renovations. All right, so this is starting to blink. So it looks like I can do more stuff. I want to do plaza decorations, so I'm going to go ahead and take that. Still cost-free, so we can go ahead and do that. And let's take a look at that. So we've got plaza decoration, so that should be there. And they look like they're fairly cheap, but I just want to see what they're all about. All right, so let's go ahead and just do the maintenance thing now while I'm thinking about it. And that's going to consume most of my money. Okay, so what does this stuff do? Build durable outdoor concrete paving tiles. Okay, so that just... cost of 10. Can only be placed in unoccupied space. Must be placed inside a lot boundaries. Let's just take a look at what that looks like. So that's just there. Well, I don't really care about that. All right. Planner. So these cost me money, but they don't do anything? I mean, that's cool and all, but... Huh. Then we've got the seats. Okay, well, you know, it's decorative stuff. I find it interesting that, like, this stuff here, the furniture, they don't cost me anything, but that stuff does, and yet it doesn't seemingly do anything. Yeah, that would be, I think, my biggest complaint about this game, is just there's a very, you know, there's pretty much a lack of feedback to the player. Like, what does some of these things do? What are the tenants upset about? Things like that, I think, need to be done a little bit better. But hopefully that's stuff that will come as the game is developed. But now let's go ahead and do this, and then we're going to be one away from completing our task. So we need electricity, cable, television, and water if I haven't already done it, which I don't remember if I have. It doesn't look like I have. And then we need cable television, which I may or may not be able to do. Let's just focus over here. And then water. Ooh, it might be a little tight. Well, this will confirm to me whether or not you need to do the pipes all the way across like I've been doing them. Maybe I've been wasting money. I think I have been wasting money. It looks like all you have to do is get it into the space, but if you're going from here to there, you're going to have to draw it all the way across anyway. So yeah, I am costing myself more money, but if there was a building over here that needed water, then I've already got the infrastructure put in. I'm not sure if I'm going to change the way I do things, but quite clearly I'm not doing things the cost-effective way. Whether or not I care is another thing that I have to consider, because I'm not sure I do. It might also be time to get my bigger maintenance facility input, because right now I only have 2 people trying to maintain the entire building. They have to do all these renovations. It takes them quite a while. Might be a good time to do that. So we've got building staff. I can do the bigger maintenance. What is this? All right. Must not have any. All right, well, I already have one. That's why it's not allowing me build another one. Okay, so let's see how big this thing is. It's actually not that big. It's only about 5 in space, I would guess. I can confirm that. Oh, 6. Okay. Well, I'm going to build it, and I'm going to stick it Does it need electricity? No, it doesn't need electricity. So I'm going to go ahead and just stick that down here somewhere. Oh, wait, I don't have money yet. Okay, well, I'll just have to be patient. Now, my one loan should be paid off, so I could take another loan if I wanted to. I'm not really sure there's a reason to do that right at the moment, though. I don't have something that I really have this great desire to build, so I'm going to actually put a cut in the video now. I hope you guys have enjoyed. This is Mouse Gunner signing out.